On my wedding day, as I slipped the ring on her finger, my best man shouted she'd been with him. I once thought the biggest day of my life would be a dream come true. Instead, it unraveled in front of 200 people like a scene ripped straight from some twisted nightmare. Imagine standing at the altar, about to marry the woman you love, only for your best friend to drop a bombshell that shatters your entire world. What the hell would you do next? To really understand the absolute gut punch that was my wedding day, we have to rewind a bit. Because the truth is, the warning signs were flashing red long before the string quartet even tuned their instruments. I chose not to see them. My name's Nathan, I'm 29, and I grew up in a family that was, well, complicated is an understatement. My mom? She was the queen of appearances. Everything had to look perfect for the neighbors, even if it felt like a war zone behind closed doors. My dad, bless his heart, was the quiet, distant type. He worked himself to the bone, came home late, and avoided conflict like it was a contagious disease. And then there was my older sister, Emily, the golden child. Seriously, she could do no wrong in my mom's eyes. Me? I was the reliable one. The one expected to fix problems, keep the peace, and never ever make a scene. That pressure, that expectation, it stuck to me like glue my entire life. By my 20s, I'd practically trained myself to swallow my anger, to just nod and smile when people disrespected me. And maybe, just maybe, that's why the betrayal I endured later cut so unbelievably deep. I'd spent years playing the role of the forgiving, dependable guy. When I met Hannah, I actually thought things were finally changing. She was gorgeous, charming, and she seemed to get me in ways my own family never had. She saw past the responsible Nathan and encouraged me, told me I deserved more than just carrying everyone else's burdens. It felt like a massive breath of fresh air. My parents, though? Not impressed. My mom, especially, had this subtle, infuriating way of making it clear Hannah wasn't good enough. She'd drop little grenades like, well, at least she's polite, or I suppose she's presentable. Emily, of course, joined in, constantly teasing me about how Hannah didn't fit in with our family. I tried to brush it off, telling myself they just needed time. But deep down, those words stung like hell. I wanted them to see Hannah the way I did. For once, I just wanted something in my life they couldn't mock or dismiss. My best friend since high school, Mark, was my absolute rock through all of it. He'd been by my side through college, through countless fights with my parents, even through nights where I questioned if I'd ever break free from my family's shadow. He was that friend who always knew exactly what to say. So, naturally, he was the first person I asked to be my best man. It felt right, like no matter what my family thought of Hannah, at least Mark had my back. I leaned on that comfort more than I realized. Then, a few months before the wedding, I got the first real hint that things weren't as perfect as they seemed. I'd gone over to my parents' house to help my mom with the garden. As I walked into the kitchen, I froze. I overheard her talking to Emily. He's rushing into this. Hannah is not who she pretends to be. Mark probably knows it, too. My heart hammered. Why would she bring up Mark? Emily snickered, replying, well, Nathan's always been blind. He'll figure it out the hard way. I wanted to storm in, to demand answers. But instead, I did what I'd always done. I swallowed it. I convinced. Watch the full story, its link attached below.